Hey guys, doing another video. Sorry I haven't posted in a little while, it's been a little bit busy. But today I'm going to go over the flagpole that I made for this, following the previous video that I posted. And let me just get this out of the way. I also, doesn't look like it, mounted the light bar. A nice slim light bar. And it is wired into the light harness system attached to the turn signal. So that will be the next video. That one will be a bit larger and a bit more cumbersome to do because that's going to be quite detailed to show what I did there. That took a lot of effort. But today I'm going to go over the flagpole and how I made it. If you, and this includes myself, didn't want to buy the standard flagpole that's silver or wood with the ball top to it, if you wanted to make your own, this is what I did. And there are many different ways you could go about doing this. I've thought of at least 3 different ways. I probably would have done it, but I wouldn't have thought about it that way unless I went through these steps. So I'm showing you guys so that you might have better ideas or copy the same thing or whatever. So right here I've got my C7R, the Jake, that's Corvette's race team right there. That's who we like to follow at VIR. And let me show you what I've got here for as far as the flagpole goes. So the previous video I showed how to mount this up to the trailer hitch, and you could put this on your truck. I kind of realized that after making this that I could move this to my truck. But instead of buying the flagpole, I bought a piece of PVC pipe here. This is 3/4 inch. I might be able to actually show you. Yep, here we go. 3/4 inch PVC pipe, and this is thin wall. Now the reason it's 3/4 inch is this is a inch diameter flagpole holder. If you get 1 inch PVC pipe, that's 1 inch inside diameter. I needed 1 inch outside diameter. So 3/4 inch PVC pipe, and this is thin wall, so I think they call it Schedule 80. I think the normal thickness of a PVC, when you, like normal PVC pipe, is Schedule 40. This is thin wall PVC. So I cut it to 5 feet, which is pretty much the standard length that you'll see any other flagpoles at. And I know it doesn't look it from this point of view, but the top of the pole here with this little 3/4 inch cap is the same height as the canopy top. And the reason I wanted to do that was because if you drive out of a garage or underneath something, I don't want it to fit and then all of a sudden just break it off at the top. Also the same reason why I mounted the light bar underneath the canopy. So, just standalone, the PVC pipe thin wall is not really strong as is. So if you were to put this behind the golf cart or behind the truck, which, just telling you what I'm doing, so, you know, if you're gonna copy it at your own risk. You know, if this flag is pulling, the thin wall PVC pipe would bend and flex and possibly break too much, so I wanted to reinforce it. So what I did was, since it's a thin wall, I also bought 3/4 inch copper pipe, and it fit perfectly inside the tube here. So inside this PVC pipe, there's a 5-foot copper pipe that runs from top to bottom. So thin wall PVC, 3/4 inch copper pipe, and a 3/4 inch cap. That makes up the pole itself, and that offers a really reinforced pole that, I mean, you can really tug on this and it's not going anywhere. Now you could, let me just address this, you could paint the PVC pipe, you could wrap it in duct tape or whatever. If you have themed duct tape, like I know they make checker flag, that'd be kind of cool. I just haven't done anything to it, mainly to just leave it open and see what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and post it in the comments. It could be fun. And then I used 11/64 drill bit and drilled a hole at the top here where I wanted to mount the top of the flag. This little eyelet, I got it at Lowe's. I think these are like 99 cents each. It's just a little eye with a 1.5 inch shank, and then it has one nut, and then I went ahead and got a second one to act as a locking nut on there. So that's the top, and that's the origin of every flag that I'm going to end up putting on here. And I just used one of those, I think they're called like Add-A-Link. It has this little collar here that you unscrew. And you could use carabiners. You know, somebody might ask, why didn't you just use a carabiner? I wanted something where someone just couldn't come up and easily unclip the flag and take it. You know, that's just more peace of mind for me. But you can just kind of twist those a little bit tighter than finger tight, and somebody can't come up and take them off themselves. So this is the top one. Coming down the pipe, you notice, or the pole, if I can get this on camera here, there's the bottom of this flag, but I've got one extra one above it and one extra one below it. And what that offers is mounting points for different size flags, like this. So I got a Budweiser flag here. Yes, I like Budweiser. Where, hold on, let me actually mock this up for you. Okay, so I still got the Corvette flag on there, and I just hooked on the Budweiser flag. But each flag is a different size. This is not cooperating with me. I apologize. So the bottom of the Corvette flag, I think I measured it, is something like 26 inches. It's bigger than 2 feet or something. I put the flag up there at the top and then held it further down and then just drilled a hole accordingly and put that that middle mounting point there. But then I had to come to the bottom further so that the Budweiser flag lined up. And I just would move the link down to this guy. And same thing in the other direction. So would mount it up there, flag would hang down. So you'd have essentially a small, medium, and large, and you can kind of see they're kind of evenly spaced apart for the most part. There's a little bit of play when you use these Add-A-Links. You know, you can have these points, you know, a little bit closer, a little bit further apart. Just adds ease to, you know, you don't have to be as precise. And you know, I'm gonna admit to this. This one drilled nice and centered in the pipe, went straight through. It's level, plumb, every which way. It's nicely centered. I'm guilty of this. I got a little excited and drilled this one instead of straight on, cockeyed. And yeah, I admit to rushing. So, you know, this is why I like fabricating my own stuff. You can put in the time and effort and do a good job, or if you blow through it, you know, you can kind of see where, you know, you blew through it and didn't take your time. So I'm guilty of it, but that's the fun of fabricating your own stuff. You know, you have your own touch to it. The other small flag I have is this this fun Salt Life skull and fishing hook crossbones, and that's you know, if I mount it to the top here, it would only come to the first loop, I guess you could say, the small. So that allows you to have many different flag options on there. And you can see that, you know, the Budweiser being the big flag and the Corvette flag being a medium, you can see the Corvette flag doesn't droop past the hitch, the mounting point, but the Budweiser goes past it. So something to think about when you're making your flagpole is, you know, if you're dedicating it to a large flag, well, when it droops, do you want it hanging below the mounting point, the hitch, which, if you know, if it's a bit of a rainy day and or has a lot of dew on the field or wherever, you know, that's gonna possibly kick up and get this dirty and wet. So something to think about. You could go higher, you could go shorter. It's up to you. But wanted to show you what I did. Give you something to think about, something to work off of. Like I said, there are many different ways you could approach this, and that's the avenue I took. It's a little overcomplicated. I'm an engineer. That's what we do. We get an idea in our heads and we overcomplicate things. So yeah, just something fun, easy to do. You can approach it any which way, but pick what's best for you. Have fun, make it your own. Have a good one.